Greetings, nerds and virgins. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of Colby Covington and Leon Edwards with, obviously, Laura Sanko.
She's my sister.
And if you guys are wondering why she's as red as the devil's right now, it's because my printer ran out of ink. But okay, Leon Edwards, Colby Covington. Let's start off with the guy who probably most of us want to win, I would say. I definitely am rooting for Colby Covington. I'm just going to put that out there, guys. The only reason is because he's going to be funny as champion.
And, let them enjoy themselves. Kind of like what Dustin does when Connor's in bed with his wife.
I don't know how to say that.
Like, we got Sean Strickland, we got Sean O'Malley, and now we're going to get Colby Covington. Colby Covington, the reason why we all love him is because he says the most outlandish shit. This guy, this is the line, and he fucking punts it.
Monster Getty.
He punts over the line. Is that going to play a factor in this fight? The shit talking, like what dirt can he dig on Leon Edwards?
My dad got murdered at 13 in London.
But onto his actual fighting style, this is a classic striker versus wrestler matchup. And when that's always a matchup, I always favorite the wrestler. But this is just throwing me off. Leon Edwards, his past couple of performances against Kamaru Usman, especially his last one, like when he was getting taken down, he was getting right back up. But we're going to get more into that in a minute. More on Colby Covington. So this guy, obviously, he has one of the best cardio gas tanks in the entire UFC roster. He's more of a volume puncher. And then, like, when he gets the fighters down, when he takes them down, I'll demonstrate on Laura Sanko right now.
Sexual tension.
I'll just do it like this. Come here, babe. So when he you think she'll sue me for this? I need like a bigger picture. But when he takes them down, he's just like hammering them. And he's like pretending to get a rear naked choke, never actually getting it. Just peppering. He just does enough just to avoid getting the fight stood up by the referee. Thanks, babe. I'm going to tap that later twice. Dude, if my girlfriend sees this, I'm fucked. I'm going to clip this too and post it on Instagram. And she's, worst case or best case, she breaks up with me and I can save money on Christmas and her birthday.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. So that's his wrestling. He does the classic wrestler. He pushes the pace, tries to put his opponent on the back step. So there's a moment where they're close against the fence, and then he shoots and works for a takedown, a trip, whatever. It's the classic wrestler strategy.
Driving drunk, classic.
But he's also capable of being in a stand-up war. Like the Kamaru Usman first fight was one of my favorite fights of all time. It's just exciting. He's so tough. He fought with a broken jaw, ate some big shots. You can't sleep on American steel. So that's something also you got to take into consideration. So now we're going to go on to Leon Edwards. Obviously, he's the champ for a reason. He beat Kamaru Usman twice, and that was after Kamaru Usman was the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world. Leon Edwards, he's got nasty Muay Thai, kickboxing, and up until his last two fights, he had underrated grappling. This guy, his takedown defense is pretty fucking good. And the thing that impresses me even more is when he gets taken down by Usman, he gets right back up. So if he can do that against Usman, I feel like he can do that against Colby Covington. I know it's kind of like MMA math, but I feel like that's kind of a reasonable point. I know Kamaru Usman, he gets you down, you're fucking down. But Colby Covington, I feel like what answers is he going to have for Leon Edwards' defensive wrestling, I guess you would call it. So that's just an interesting point. Jorge Masvidal was landing a couple nasty low calf kicks that kind of caught Colby's attention. And even Joe Rogan was addressing it on the commentary booth. Was like, oh, that leg might be fucked up.
Shoes on the feet. He might have an issue with that right leg.
And Leon Edwards, he's got nasty leg kicks. So I feel like if he is able to keep it standing, that leg kick is going to be a big factor. Like look at Pereira Prokazga, that fucking those calf kicks, they're deadly. You just need a couple and it changes the game. And if Leon Edwards can keep the fight a distance and pick him apart from the outside, especially with those calf kicks, it's going to be a game changer, man. That fight changes after a couple kicks. One kick even. Like, look at the O'Malley Cheeto Vera fight.
The lower halves, Joe. We wants to see a fighter get hurt.
So yeah, the Leon Edwards, nasty elbows. He's got some sick elbows. Always exits the clinch with an elbow. Good ground and pound. Great defense. He's just a very well-rounded fighter. The only thing is, how is it going to be in a high cardio battle, high volume fight against Colby Covington? But I think he should be fine. So like my mind is telling me Leon Edwards via decision. That's just what my mind is telling me. It's screaming at me that Leon Edwards is going to win this fight via decision, because I feel like he is going to be able to get back to his feet. He is going to be able to defend Colby Covington's takedowns. The only thing is that cardio. Like, Colby doesn't slow down, but we don't see that one-shot knockout power that, especially in the
Sexual tension.
the later rounds. So when it comes to the prediction, I'm fucking lost right now, to be honest, guys. You know what? I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to give you guys a shit pick, but if I were to put money on it, I would put money on Leon Edwards to win via decision, via unanimous. I'm not even going to say that. Decision. I don't give a fuck what it is. But I'm going to be rooting for Colby Covington just because he's funny and he says some crazy ass shit that makes me laugh.
At least I'm honest. I'm brutally honest, yeah.